White House says the killings of 16 Afghan civilians by a US soldier won't change the timetable for the withdrawal of American troops from that country. For more, our North America correspondent Craig McMurtry joins us now from Washington. Craig, good morning to you. The White House standing fairly firm on that withdrawal timeline.
Hi, Michael. Yes, the whole administration is. In fact, probably the strongest comments this morning came from Secretary of State Hillary Clinton speaking in New York at the UN. She described this shooting incident as terrible, awful and inexplicable. That sentiment is being echoed across the administration. We heard from Jay Carney, the White House spokesman, talking to reporters, expressing yet again the president's deep condolences, but also outlining Barack Obama's strategy in Afghanistan once again, making the point that the war in Afghanistan was designed to go after al-Qaeda, but now, of course, it was important from the administration's perspective to stabilise Afghanistan ahead of the drawdown and handing over security control to Afghan forces by the end of 2014. And certainly in terms of that long-term strategy, the White House is saying that there is no change after this incident, as you can hear.
The focus of our overall strategy is not in reaction to a single event, and any more than it was 2 months ago. The evaluations of the pace of the drawdown will continue based on a variety of assessments made by U.S. military leaders as well as leaders of our ISAF partners. And I think my point to Dan was that this incident does not change the strategic imperative that is embodied in the president's strategy.
White House spokesman Jay Carney there. And Craig, investigations are continuing at full speed into the motivations driving this US soldier, and there are also some questions this morning about where he may be tried.
Yes, there have been calls in Afghanistan for a public trial in Afghanistan. The Pentagon has already ruled that out, saying it will be a US military prosecution. They're not releasing too many details. We do know that he's an Army sergeant, that he had served several tours in Iraq, that this was his first tour in Afghanistan. The details of his shooting attack are chilling. The New York Times today reports that he left his base in the middle of the night, that he walked to at least 2, perhaps 3 villages. According to the New York Times report, he went door to door trying to get into various homes, burst into 3, shot and killed 16 people, most of them women and children, then walked back to his base and, according to officials, turned himself in. Locals there are saying that they have been told that he was drunk or that he had a nervous breakdown. But clearly this is a deeply disturbing incident coming so soon after the burning of the copies of the Quran episode. And really the timing is very, very difficult, because right now you have US officials and officials from the Karzai government sitting down trying to map out an agreement to present to NATO countries in a summit in Chicago in May, dealing with things like handing over a detention centre at Bagram Air Base, and for example, the operating conditions for night raids, something the Karzai government has been opposed to for a long time now. So this will only make those negotiations even more difficult.